A magnitude of 7.6 earthquake struck Mindanao this morning at exactly 9:43, Friday, October 10, 2025. So the epicenter of this earthquake is in the southeast of Davao Oriental. So yesterday as well, there was another earthquake that hits in Baguio City. So that was a little bit slower than this one, which is 7.6. Whereas last week, the earthquake in Cebu that has the epicenter in Bugu City, it was 6.7 magnitude. And every day, there are aftershocks, especially here in Cebu, ever since last week, Tuesday evening at 9, like quarter to 10, when that earthquake struck in Cebu, there has been a series of aftershocks. Some of them can be really felt here, away from even if we are farther from the epicenter. So how much more for the people there in Bugo, those that are at the epicenter of the earthquake. So the trauma keeps going, the fears of the people, and even us, we have been dealing this fear like every day or every night. Most people are afraid when the dark comes or it's time to sleep. Some of them are like, they're waiting for the 9 or 10 o'clock to pass before they go to sleep. And aside from this trauma of aftershocks or fears, it's more devastating to the victims, to those who lost their houses, their belongings, and even lost their family members. So it's truly and tragic, devastating here that these natural calamities, this natural disaster keeps on happening almost every day and anywhere in the Philippines. And people, or there is, it's circulating in the news or social media that the ring of fire is being activated. So what choice do we have? Do people of the Philippines, especially those that are living the places where the earthquake keeps on striking or happening, should people evacuate, and to where? And how do our government address this calamity? So in the northern part of Cebu, it is already declared as a state of calamity. And so far, help is coming, is pouring there, and not just in Bugu, but all the other towns and neighboring places in Bugu, Cebu. So maybe many of you are familiar of this place, and some of you are residing there in Bugu City or San Remigio town, Daan Bantayan, Midilien, Tabugon, Katmon, etc. So yes, daily and every night there are aftershocks. I lost track of how many aftershocks has been recorded so far. And this earthquake today that happened in Davao Oriental alarmed the Cebu residents as well. Classes are suspended even if we didn't feel the quake, in our place, but the LGU or local government unit immediately declared the class suspensions in all levels. It's for the safety of everyone. Because if the earthquake happens and you happen to be in a public space, especially in school, wherein there are lots of students, and panic will not be avoided. So it will be more um, disastrous if that happened. So students are immediately sent home. Parents pick up their students from school, and other works as well, like government works, are suspended, more especially the ones in Davao City. And what are the lessons that we get in these recent natural calamities that keep on happening? So it is a wake-up call to strengthen our faith, to keep praying, to return to Jesus, ask for protection, ask for repentance, and change, change ourselves. And it is also a wake-up call to the government, like how prepared are they? What are the plans? What are the level of preparedness, and how they address this problem, this natural disaster? Because the people need the government. They are the most capable ones to protect or prevent. And when it comes to prevention, especially earthquake, of course, we know that it cannot be prevented. There's no way of knowing it in advance. So we, the residents, the people are just hoping that the response and the preparedness of our government are more quicker and effective, so that there will be not much lives will be lost. And another thing is, how safe are we? How safe are the homes? Are we assured that we will not lose our homes at any moment? For now, right now, we are already frightened and worried that how will our homes or houses stand if that earthquake happens, or we will be near the epicenter. Philippine houses, as you know, are not that strong, and there's no, even though there are building codes, standards of construction of houses, but you know that most of the Filipino homes are built on substandard or low materials. As you can see in the news, there in Bugu or San Remigio, there are houses, big houses, like 2 or 3 stories, and they collapsed. And people commenting like, no matter how sturdy your house is, if the ground is shaking so much, it cannot withstand. And I'm not sure too if you follow the building code, if you really build a good quality house, high quality materials, construction materials, will it ever withstand with the strong quake? So that is another consideration now if you're going to build a house here in the Philippines. Make sure that it is earthquake resistant and durable enough, and be prepared for the incoming natural disaster, because it could happen at any time. So there are so many factors to consider here. It must be when dealing with a typhoon. So your house must be strong also, dealing with the earthquake, which it keeps happening here in the Philippines. So your house must be also strong. And about floods, even if some areas here in the Philippines, even if the rainfall is not that heavy, still places easily get flooded, and it's becoming uh, an issue in the flood control projects of the government, that it failed to protect the people in the community. There are many failed flood control projects, and the corruption is level 101. So if you build a house here in the Philippines, be mindful of the location, conduct an assessment of the site, have a soil test, hire people, professionals that you can rely and get information with prior to building. So it's really serious. You have to be well aware. You have to have a knowledge of what is your soil or your ground, what the quality is. Is it flood prone area? Is it a weak spot? Does it have a fault line? In order to not lose your hard-earned money. And also, it's not just about losing your house. It's also avoid losing precious life, because there are fatalities during the earthquake in north of Cebu. The strong quake followed by the landslide or rock slides, and the house collapse. So yes, there are deaths. Okay, so more updates in the future days. And yes, this is one of the reasons why I have not much enough time to make video, because we've been dealing with this trauma. Even if I am not there at the epicenter, most of us are traumatized. And especially, yeah, when the night comes, I'm one of them. They say, or we read it in the Bible, that do not fear, right? When it's our time, we cannot say no. And what we should do is always be prepared. At any time, we will be leaving this earth one day. So all the best that we can do is to pray and make ourselves ready in case. So keep safe, everyone, my fellow countrymen and expats and tourist foreigners that are here in the Philippines. I hope that you are all safe, and be aware of your surroundings at any time. See you around, and bye-bye.